Alright guys, thanks for clicking on this video. We'll keep it short and sweet as much as possible. I'm painting the textured ceilings in my home. We are renovating our 2003 manufactured home on a permanent foundation. You know, it's a little bit nicer. But that permanent foundation, if you got the manufactured home, you know how important that is. And so yesterday I painted my son's room. It's like a 10 by 13 room. I painted the ceiling. I actually thought I was supposed to use a 1/2 inch nap, which is the roller size and how thick it is. And then I did use my Worcester brush. It's a 2.5 inch brush, and that actually made a huge difference in doing the outline. I watched the Idaho Painter's video where he was talking about cut-ins. I watched it on a wall, so I figured it was similar to doing it on the ceiling, and I used the same technique. And then I watched another painter. I wish I could remember his name. I'll try to look for his video and link it below if I can. And then he mentioned using like caulk in the corners around the edge of the textured ceiling, but him and the Idaho Painter both said that, and they said to use clear caulk, and I didn't have it, so I only had white painter's caulk, which probably still would have worked. But we are trying to get our whole entire house done within the next 10 days, like at least the first part renovation. So we have 3/4 of the floor completely ripped out, and then we're painting every inch of the house, specifically starting with all the rooms that we're getting carpet installed in. So it's quite a bit. So anyways, after I did my son's room, I used a 1/2 inch nap. It covered faster, or it worked faster. It didn't cover, so I ended up having to do a second coat and all around. And then I used the froggy tape to tape everything. I'll link videos to show what I did. And then this morning I did our living room with a 3/8 inch nap, and that worked far better. So to each its own. I mean, everything I looked up said that you were supposed to use like a 1/2 inch for like rough textures, and in a sense I definitely do understand that. I'm also barely 5'2", and our ceilings are slightly vaulted, I guess, like in the middle, the way the home is built. So I think maybe it was harder for me to control the 1/2 inch. But I'll link my videos below. They're in time lapse. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Every bit helps. Thank you. Great. Okay, so this is what we're using from Behr. It's in the color Heavy Cream, and it's a flat finish, I guess. I don't know. There's semi-gloss, eggshell, blah, blah, blah. So this is in flat. I think actually they call it dead flat. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but everything I read said don't paint ceilings with any sort of gloss. So yeah, we're mixing it up, we're getting it ready. It's just like the slightest off-white, which, you know, in hindsight, I don't even know if that's gonna look that good, but I think it will. So, all right, let's do it. So if you watch Idaho Painter talking about cut-ins, you first use your brush along the edge, and then you use your roller over that as close as you can to the edge. So that's what I did here. Overall, it probably took me about maybe 15 or 20 minutes to do this part, and I definitely recommend doing this first before you fill in everything. So at this point, you can see that I'm using the 1/2 inch roller pretty quickly, but it's not actually getting an even coverage, which I ended up having to go back with the 1/2 inch. I did do the second coat, but when I did the living room, I switched to a 3/8 inch. All right, here I am in the living room, and this is the next day, and I'm using the same technique as with the Worcester brush, 2.5 inch along the edge, and then using a 3/8 small nap roller to blend the edge. And this definitely took me, I think it took me 26 minutes exactly, and they do recommend ripping off the tape after, but as you see, I actually fill in everything and then rip off the tape. Okay, you can see me going in here now. I'm filling in the rest of the ceiling, and I still haven't pulled the tape, and it actually worked perfectly out this time. We're using a 3/8 nap roller, and I think the process took me 40 minutes total, and the living room is about 11 by 15 feet. And I think I'm only going to have to do one coat of coverage this time. Again, this is with a dead flat finish color, and it's in the color by Bare Heavy Cream. I do apologize for the quality of this video. It's just been a crazy 3 weeks, and we've been 2.5 weeks of hardcore renovating, of ripping out carpet and painting as much as possible. So this is a big thank you, and please stay tuned for more projects to come.